Hello and welcome to my top 3 lesser known skincare brands that are particularly good if you have clog prone skin. This is my skin texture 2 years ago and you can see I'm not suffering from that same texture now. It took me about 6 months and then a whole year to fix this skin texture, understand what was going on, understand why I had it, which products were causing it, how to improve my skincare routine and how to maintain it once the texture had gone. Now I'm sharing all of that knowledge on TikTok in all of my videos. So let's get into it with the first lesser known brand that I think are very reliable if you have clog prone skin. The first one is Jordan Samuel. I feel like this is exclusively sold on Cult Beauty, so it is a bit of a bitch to get. Unless you're in the US, in which case you can buy it directly off his website. I love this brand because they have a very small product range and each product on its own is very good. I currently use the Aftershave Treatment Cleanser for sensitive skin. They do a non-sensitive skin version. I always recommend you get the sensitive skin version if you're prone to clogged pores. It's a gel to oil cleanser. It's one of my favourite cleansers and I think double cleansing is essential if you want to have good skin texture. But aside from that, he has a whole range of hydrating products that strengthen your barrier and are just really simple basics done really well. I don't think this brand gets enough airtime. Coming in at number 2, but not in any particular order, is Dr. Sam's skincare range. Dr. Sam is a UK dermatologist. I actually often think that if a dermatologist has a skincare line, that's kind of a red flag, only because they often sometimes side to just promoting those products when actually they want to say something else. In Dr. Sam's case, I really love the majority of her products. I use the cleanser every single night and I've looked at the ingredients list of the rest of the range and I'm really impressed by them. They're fairly priced, they're not extortionate, and I just don't think this brand is well known enough. Couple that with the fact that she is a dermatologist, she used to have chronic acne. She makes good, solid suggestions for healthy and happy skin and not loads of wild marketing claims, and that simplicity and quality shows through in the products. If you just don't know what to choose or you know nothing about skincare and you don't enjoy learning about it, choose a range like this. If you are suffering with texture, my tip would be to use the retinol products that she has. In at number 3 is Purito. These are an Asian beauty brand. There was a bit of a scandal, they got a bit of negative press a couple of years ago because their sunscreen actually tested as providing a lot less protection as they claimed. But then that cascaded into loads of other Asian beauty brands also having the same problem because the testing there just wasn't sufficient. I like this brand because it has a focus on barrier health, and barrier health is a massive key to having good skin texture. It's underrated, it's underplayed, people underestimate how important it is. They often make a scented and an unscented version of everything they do. Always go for the unscented, never choose a scented. There's just no need. And again, I think this is a great range if you're interested in Asian beauty and you just don't know what to choose, start with a Purito.
Here is my 50-year-old mom's cleansing routine.
What's the first step, Mama?
First step is 얼굴에 있는 선스크린하고 메이크업을 싹 지우는 거.
Remove all the makeup.
바비 브라운 클렌징 오일.
Yeah, she's gonna use the Bobbi Brown cleansing oil. You guys all know she's been using this for what, like 25
More than
años?
25.
Yeah, guys, she hasn't like let this go. It's so good. She's actually a fan because she has a special edition Doki Doki regular Bobbi Brown bottle and the travel size, and she has like what, como 5 botellas más en casa. She has like 5 more bottles at home. Now let's go rinse it out.
Okay, ahora
Cleanser.
이 두 가지 클렌저가 엄마가 요즘 쓰고 있는 거야.
Ooh, this is the Caudalie Instant Foaming Cleanser, and this is the Peach and Lily Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser.
이 두 가지 son muy buenos para sensitive skin like you.
Yeah,
or
sensitive skin.
normal skin too. For everybody.
I have to say, I love the Peach and Lily. I've tried their glass skin serum like 3 times already, like 3 bottles. And Caudalie, you guys know, my mom and I are big time fans.
이 클렌저는 흔들지 않아도 es automáticamente sale foaming. 펌핑만 하면 foaming이 다 나오니까 흔들지 않아도 돼.
Ooh, and this is the Peach and Lily. I'm just going to rub it on my hands. Ooh, so gentle. Me encanta.
이 폼도 그냥 가라앉지 않아요.
That one really feels like bubbles. Un poco como nube parece, ¿no? Como
Sí.
super, super suave into skin.
Okay, a lavarse la cara. So clean.
Yeah, our faces feel super, super clean and hydrated. It's like not dry at all.
If you're doing this, and lastly this, then congrats, you have it all figured out.
You see these dark circles? They're about to be gone in seconds. Now, if you haven't tried this concealer yet, this is the H&B Airbrush Concealer. Take this as your sign. Look at my dark circles and look how well it covers them. I'm telling you, this concealer is like absolute magic. Look at that. That side compared to this side in a matter of seconds. This is side with, and then this is without. I'm telling you, my under eyes have never looked better than when I started using this concealer. And I actually paired it with the loose powder as well. Look how flawless this looks. You need these products in your life. They are just insane.
skin photoaging and how can you prevent it? So photoaging is a process where UV radiation leads to free radical production. Free radicals are bad, which then leads to oxidative stress on the cellular level, which in turn accelerates the signs of skin aging like fine lines, dark spots, and collagen depletion. So how can we prevent this premature photoaging from happening? First, you have to use antioxidants, at least in the morning. Vitamin C is one of my favorite antioxidants because it neutralizes those free oxygen radicals. If you're on the more sensitive side, this serum is definitely worth trying. It's the Jumiso's brightening and balancing serum. She's very hydrating and gentle on your skin. For those of you who already have some dark spots, the same brand Jumiso makes this Pure C 5.5 Glow Serum, 5.5% ascorbic acid, ferulic acid, tocopherol, and also arbutin. Both are great. Then I recommend going in with a product that will strengthen your skin barrier. This is a Snail Mucin 95 Peptide Essence. She is also known for her power to heal sun-damaged skin. And lastly, the most important step, the sunscreen. The sunscreen is going to decrease the amount of UV rays that your skin is going to absorb. Find the one that works for you and just be consistent with it.
Right, so it's fair to say I used to suffer from skin texture fairly badly. The actual reason that I had this is because I was using a moisturiser for ages that was giving me it and I didn't realise, so that was great. When I realised that that was causing it, I then had to figure out how to make it better. Skin texture is 100% normal, but it's also okay to want to improve it. The main thing that helped me get over the skin texture is a retinoid. Introducing a retinoid, you might have heard of retinol, that's a type of retinoid. But retinol isn't the only type of retinoid. So today I'm going to be answering some of the top questions that I get asked since I started documenting my journey from this skin to this skin and spilling all the tea on basically how to improve the skin texture if you have it. In at number one is which retinoids do I recommend and which one did I use? So the one that I used was called Aventrac Expert. It is discontinued, but in some areas you can still buy it, but that is the last remaining stock, I believe. So even if you get your hands on it, you can't really keep buying it, so it's kind of annoying. There are alternatives to it, and I will put their names on the screen. They are the same product, but they have different names, basically, depending on whether you're in US or Europe, and I'll make that clear. The reason I like those and the reason I recommend those and the reason that I chose those in the first place is because I did my research and I basically came across retinaldehyde, which is a specific type of retinoid. It's much stronger than retinol, but it's weaker than prescription strength, and that's why I started with it, and I'm so glad that I did, and that's why I recommend these to you. Second question is, how often do you use it, or do you use it every night? I wouldn't recommend using it every night to start off with if you're not already using a retinol, or even if you are. Every product that I've come across, including prescription strength, will say use it every night. I honestly think this is overkill. This is the quickest way to get a really red, flaky face. Best way to use it, in my opinion, is pick a day, like Monday, use it every Monday for 4 to 6 weeks, just once a week. That helps your skin get used to it, and then bump it up to like Monday and Thursday, so twice a week. Do that for 4 to 6 weeks. Keep bumping it up like that until you get to like between 3 and 5 times a week, every week. You don't have to use it every day to get really good skin texture, but it needs to be used regularly enough, and that needs to be more than once a week.
It's time we give the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation the moment it deserves. It's truly made for any occasion, day or night, and I keep it in rotation at all times. Literally throw me in any makeup aisle and I'm heading straight for L'Oreal. With humidity, sweat, even water, it stays put while also being breathable and feeling super lightweight. Everyone needs a foundation they can count on, and this is that.
So today I'm going to talk about 3 ways that you can tell if you are purging from your new skincare product rather than just breaking out. Did some purging of my own a couple of years ago to achieve a better skin texture. So these are things that I know from my experience, but also from speaking to my dermatologist. The first thing to know is that if you are purging and not just breaking out, you'll be getting spots in the areas that you usually get spots and not in random new areas. So if your problem area is your forehead and you're suddenly getting more spots in your forehead area, that is more likely to be a purge. If your problem area is on your forehead, but you'll suddenly start getting loads of spots on your cheeks, that could be a breakout. A purge will speed up your skin cycle and cause spots that were going to come out anyway to come out sooner. So that means there's going to be more in the places that you normally get them. There may, however, be a couple in your other areas, but it should be concentrated in your problem areas. Second way you can know you're purging and not just breaking out. The spots from a purge come and go very quickly. A normal pimple might take maybe 3 to 4 days to like peak, and then you'll be waiting for it to pop, or maybe you'll pop it if you're bad. And then it'll be gone in maybe like 2 weeks, you won't be able to see it again. If you're purging, they'll come up very quickly, so you might wake up with a couple new spots. By the end of the day, they might have completely gone, or the whitehead will have popped and they just look a lot better. This doesn't mean it's limited to just 24 hours, but in general, they come and go a lot quicker. Just another reason to not pop them, because they're just going to go anyway. And the third way you can tell that you're purging and not just breaking out is by the product that you're using. A lot of people don't realise there are only some products that can cause a purge. Not all products can cause a purge. Products that cause a purge are ones that speed up the skin cycle and are typically chemical exfoliants. Things like AHA or glycolic acid, BHA or salicylic acid, any other kind of acid except for hyaluronic acid, and retinoids. Retinoids aren't chemical exfoliants, but people like to confuse them with them. But they cause a purge too. Products that shouldn't cause a purge are vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, anything just moisturising, a new moisturiser or SPF that doesn't contain BHA, AHA or retinoids.
Things my mom did since her 20s still look this good at 50. Double cleansing with oil cleanser and regular cleanser. Gets rid of excess dirt and oils. Applying sunscreen every single day. She always includes the neck and chest. Sleeping on her back. Helps prevent breakouts and wrinkles on her face. Eating lots and lots of kimchi. It's high in nutrients and antioxidants.